So Speak posted this a couple days ago, and it's the most overhyped NFL teams according to the Athletics. Now, in all honesty, the Dallas Cowboys, Miami Dolphins, New York Jets, and Chargers and Lions are very much overhyped, that's overrated going into this year, right? Because mainly the Lions, not sure why they're on this list. They are overhyped, and a lot of people are thinking that they're going to be the best NFC team, especially with how they finished last year. Last year, they started off the season absolutely dog water, and then they had this miracle run where they did amazing in the second half of the season. Since then, it's like the Lions are that squad, right? I don't think they're that squad yet, especially with Jameson Williams being out for 6 weeks of the season with suspension. And, they got better this offseason, but it's just not simply there yet, as I think as going to be that good of a playoff team. I think they're going to be around 10-7, and they're going to be on the fringe of the playoffs. They might make the 7th seed or 6th seed, but I'm not expecting them to, do as well as a lot of people are expecting, which is just absolutely take over the NFC. With that being said, though, I think it's just people want them to be good because they were bad for so long that now it's just that mentality of like, okay, well, because you were so bad for so long, now you have to be good. The rest of these teams all have a reason why they should be really good, right? The Jets, they got Aaron Rodgers last year without a quarterback. The Jets literally still look like they could be a playoff team slash not a Super Bowl team, but a fringe playoff team, and actually could maybe win a game or two in the playoffs. Now they got Aaron Rodgers, right? One of the best quarterbacks in the league, former MVP back to back, COVID MVP. We've seen that whole storyline before, let's be honest, with the whole, Dream Team 2.0. The whole Philadelphia Eagles Dream Team scenarios, where they had the 1 and the 2.0. Both of them failed. Now, overall wise, a lot of people are saying with the Jets, it's either going to be amazing or they're going to be trash. I don't think so. I think the Jets are going to be average. I don't think they're going to be bad. I don't think they're going to be great. I think they're going to be average. I mean, you look at their schedule, right? And obviously the first game of the season really is going to either overhype them or destroy them. They play the Buffalo Bills week 1. So if they lose to Buffalo, let's say it's a, okay loss, right? 24-21. Then it's going to be like, okay, well, the Jets are going to be average this season. If they beat Buffalo, you're not going to see anything on Sports Center or anything on Sports Period other than seeing the Jets are going to win the Super Bowl. And if they lose to the Jets, let's say they lose by 2 touchdowns, they lose to the Bills by 2 touchdowns, then it's going to be like, oh, the Jets suck. The Jets up, that it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth getting A-Rod. Absolutely was not worth it. So, the Jets are such a weird team. And like I said before, I think they're going to finish 10-7. I think they're going to be right above 500. Right above 500 is actually technically 9-8. But I think they're going to be 10-7, and they're just going to be average. I don't think they're going to be anything special. I don't even think they're going to win a playoff game. I think they're going to just go to the playoffs and lose in the wild card. And they might win a playoff game. It's possible. I'm not saying they're not. I just don't think they're going to be that fantastic. But people are making them out to be either going to be the best team ever because of Aaron, or it's going to be the worst team ever because he's not going to pan out. And I think it's just going to be an average team. The Chargers, I'm not sure where the hype is here because last time I saw the Chargers play, they got absolutely destroyed in a comeback versus the Jags. So, I'll be honest with you, the Chargers, I don't think are going to be that good this year. I think they're going to be 9-8, and I think they're going to be on the fringe of the playoffs and then miss it. So I'm not really understanding the hype or the overhypeness of the Chargers. Yes, they do have Justin Herbert, obviously great quarterback, but other than that, there's not much more I really am like looking at them and thinking, oh, well, look at last year, now look at this year. There's not much different. Yes, obviously, Austin Eckler is going to a contract year, so he might play a little bit different. I mean, he might give it a little bit extra, but not really buying all the hype, or if there is any hype behind the Chargers. The Dolphins, I am buying behind the hype, and I will say overhype, I will say no. I will definitely say no there. But it revolves around Tua staying healthy. Their defense last year showed they can win games alone on their defense. The offense, obviously, if Tua's healthy, yeah, they're unstoppable. I mean, they have two of the fastest receivers in the NFL. They have a pretty dang good offensive line, and they have a decent running back core. They have the team to go out there and win. They also drafted a really decent running back, and I think in the second or third round. So it's like this team is the team. But again, if Tua can stay healthy, then they're that team. But if he can't, then that's going to derail their season. So it's not really overhypedness. It's really just a factor of the health. If Tua's healthy, they're good. If Tua's not healthy, it's a GG. And then the Dallas Cowboys are always overrated. I mean, I'm just going to say this right now. I think they're going to have a really great season. I do think they're going to have a really great season. But every single year, it's like, oh, well, the Cowboys are going to go win the Super Bowl. The Cowboys are going to go win it. Here's the Cowboys. They're going to go win the Super Bowl. They can't win playoff games. They're going to have a great regular season. They usually do. And that's really all I can say about the Dallas Cowboys. I think they're going to have a good regular season, and then they're going to probably fall off a tad bit when they get to the playoffs. And then we're going to say how, wow, the Dallas Cowboys, they had a great regular season, and then they just couldn't get it done in the playoffs. And I think that's like the storyline for the Dallas Cowboys at this point. And that's not me taking shots or hating on the Cowboys. It's just, I don't think Dak Prescott's going to be able to go win a Super Bowl. And I just think it's going to be the same old every single year until eventually they get rid of him and they get somebody else. So I think you're going to have like a kind of Peyton Manning-esque, even though Peyton did win 2 Super Bowls. But you're going to have a Peyton Manning-esque where you're going to have just, okay, well, we get to the playoffs, have a great regular season, get to the playoffs, and then we one and done. Or two and done. Whatever the case, right? So, overhypedness, the Cowboys are always the most overhyped team in the NFL. Mainly because they have the squad to go win a Super Bowl every year. That's pretty much what we can say about the Cowboys every single year. They have the team to go win a Super Bowl. They don't, though. The Dolphins are the next up-and-comer team that could definitely go win it. And with health, they can stay healthy. They can go win it. With Jalen Ramsey now, that's another great acquisition on defense. And again, for the Jets, they're going to be average. I think they're way overhyped because a lot of people think it's going to either be a make-or-break season. And then the Chargers and Lions, I don't get the hype. I know the Lions have a lot of hype. I never knew the Chargers had hype, but I know the Lions have a lot of hype because, again, it's like that underdog story. Everyone wants the Lions to go win a Super Bowl, which is ironic because last time Jared Goff was in a Super Bowl was when he was with the Rams versus the Patriots, and even though, yes, everyone hates the Patriots, everyone wanted the Patriots to lose, there's a lot of people who wanted the Rams to lose because of the fact that they shouldn't have been there. They literally cheated, okay? On all intents and purposes, they cheated versus the Saints to stop the Saints from going to the Super Bowl. And that's not even a controversial statement I just made. Because there was literally pass interference not called in the NFC Championship game, which the player himself admitted he PI'd. And, of course, the second thing is the refs admitted that it was pass interference and they didn't call it. They had to actually change the rules and make it so you can review pass interference just so that didn't happen in the future. So, it is what it is. But tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one. Peace out.